Hi everyone, it's Master Wong here. I'm back again with my brother here, Dr. John, and we're going to talk about some bits and pieces. Now, some of you watching a lot of that video already about palm strike, power training, all this sort of stuff, okay, our last couple of weeks. And today, some of you are asking about nervous in the fight. Now, I don't know about you, but I tell you, man, every day is nervous for me. But if I don't get in that situation, I don't get nervous. So this question, some of you are asking about, like, how do you not get nervous when you get in the fight? That's a very good question. What sort of fighting are you talking about? Competition fighting? Or the fighting, a street fighting? Or husband and wife fighting? Brother and sister fighting? What sort of fighting are you talking about? So we can make it clear, but I'm going to summary up. Doesn't matter what sort of fighting there is, so you can understand. So Dr. John, if people want to turn around and say, man, I get in a competition and I get nervous, what is the advice for that?
So I work as a psychologist for various martial arts institutes, currently for Titan Academy in London, so checking them out. So I was formerly the psychologist for the Saudi Arabian national taekwondo team. So in terms of competitions, okay, now you want to be able to acclimatize yourself to the conditions of that. So when you're training, it helps to train according to the conditions of the competition. For instance, what kind of mats are going to be on the ground, okay? It helps to get the feel for it, okay? Mm-hmm. Also, I always say to people, listen to crowd noises, mm-hmm. okay? Because let's say there's a big fight. Me and Master Wong are about to fight, okay, in this competition. Now, in training, I'm fine, okay. I come out, I step out, okay, crowd's watching us, mm-hmm. okay? Everyone's cheering and maybe even throwing stuff at me. Okay, now I'm nervous because mm-hmm. now I've got an audience. People, mm-hmm. I'm seeing flashes everywhere, people taking photos, videos. Okay, right, listen to crowd noises and visualize yourself doing it, okay? Now, when you visualize, okay, even if you just sit there, you know, with your eyes closed visualizing, every muscle involved with that visualization, with that exercise, activates. Mm-hmm. So if I'm visualizing walking onto the mats, okay, listening to crowd noises, and I'm just sat down on my chair at home, every muscle involved with that walk on stage activates, okay? So we're acclimatizing ourselves to those conditions. So with competitions, okay, remember, you gotta breathe, okay? Now, you can, you know, you're listening to crowd noises, your feet on, you know, you can feel your feet on the mat, okay? Now you're facing your opponent and you're just visualizing everything, okay? That really, really helps because if you can go there, you can go here. If you can go in the mind, you can go in the body, okay? Mm-hmm. In terms of a real fight, okay, look, okay, I'm gonna be honest, with real martial arts, real fighting, okay, there is no better teacher than real life experience, mm-hmm. okay? Would I recommend it? No, because what most people don't realize is the anxiety it breeds afterwards, okay? Even if you win a fight, okay, you might get into a false sense of security. You think, yeah, I'm pretty good, mm-hmm. good. But you know what? You always look over your shoulder, mm-hmm. and that makes you more of an anxious person, more paranoid. You're constantly just like this. Okay? It's not a way to live, you know? And the best way to prevent it is not to fight. Okay, so ideally, if you can avoid it, great. But if you can't, you only fight when all else fails, mm-hmm. not anytime sooner. Okay, now I know a lot of martial artists, okay, who are very, very keen because they want to try out their moves. Okay, hey, I was one of them. I was absolutely one of them. We were all young. Okay, and it's like, you try something silly, okay, because you want to finish as a hero. Mm-hmm. You know, if I land this spinning psychic on mm-hmm. someone, it's going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. Okay, you do the spinning psychic because you thought you set the guy up and your foot missed. And then you put the foot down, you're like, uh-oh. And then, boom, boom, boom. Now, even though, okay, you might have come across as the winner in the end, okay, mm-hmm. you were still that idiot who tried a spinning psychic. Mm-hmm. So don't be an idiot, okay. Now, in a real life situation, okay, you have the pre-fight jitters. That is the scariest part, whether it's going to happen or it's not mm-hmm. going to happen. Okay, so constantly I'm like, oh, okay, we're nervous now. And then we're fighting, okay? Mm-hmm. Of course, there's still an element of danger because the danger is real, okay? How you respond to it is always a choice, like we said before. Mm-hmm. Now, okay, let's say I lose. I just lost the fight. Let's say I win. I get to walk away. Now, he's got friends. He's going to come after me. Mm-hmm. How close was I to my house? Okay, he now knows where I live. Okay, it's not where you want to be. So I would always say, okay, err on the side of caution here. Okay, if you have to fight, okay, it's there and then. Now, you always have the element of surprise for the most part. Mm-hmm. Okay, now, if I'm going to grab Master Wong, for instance, okay, and he defends himself, okay, whoosha, okay, Now, if I knew he was going to do that, okay, I would not have grabbed him like that in the first place. I would absolutely not have done that. So you have the element of surprise. Now, you can use that to your advantage and get away quickly. Now, you know, it's And if I do that again, now if he's nervous, okay, you see what I mean? Okay, now I'll take his money and everything. Amex. So you see what I mean? Okay, so you always have to be, okay, as conscious as you can and aware of your surroundings. Okay, now, like I said, competitions and real life, they're very, very different. Okay, so competitions, acclimatize yourself to the conditions of the fight. Okay, you know, so you've got the scenario, you've got the people watching, you've got your enemy that you're looking at, even train with the gear that you would be wearing. Okay, that's always important. In a real life situation, the problem is the variables. Anything can happen, okay? And you don't want to be caught out with a variable when, you know, you could have avoided it. So if you can avoid it, avoid it.
That's a very important thing to learn to understand. This is why we write in the book about the event changing everything, the waking the warrior. And Dr. Jon write a book about the martial art. Martial art?
Yes, the martial art.
Martial art. So that will combine them in to let you understand more all about it. I take somebody through the journey, and Dr. Jon go through that in a life that can able to apply in for you to learn. And much of we talk about them, you have to feel them. You have to really be there, feel them, read it, and learn it, and live with it, and experience it. But a lot of time, you can learn by borrowing the experience instead of go there and get the experience by beat people up and getting the problem. So we give you the chance to learn to understand this. And like I say, the best thing to do is avoid the situation in the first place. If you avoid it, then it will be done. But some of you will be get itchy. You know, me the same thing, Dr. Jon have the same, we get itchy. We want to prove it. Because somebody said, you're rubbish, man. You fight like a girl. You're rubbish. You prove to me. Do you like the Wing Chun dummy lesson? If you do, then check out my website here, themasterwong.tv. Down here, I have the message, instant message if you want to contact me, ask me anything to do with martial art training and stuff like that, and what we have to offer. Click on here, and I will be here answer you when you're asking the question. And now, let's go in to the Wing Chun side. Into the Wing Chun side on the top here, you coming down, you will see we have all sort of different thing here. And onto the dummy training. Onto the dummy training, we have all different lesson for you here. Training plan, lesson for you. All this training, they're helping you to achieve everything that you need onto the dummy side, book, everything else. And also have 121 lesson for you here. Okay, coming over, check it out, have a look around, then you know all about it. And second thing is, onto the Waking the Warrior. As you know, I do the stuff with Dr. Jon and Dynamic Ish and Pitmaster and all different people here. Click on here, Waking the Warrior. That's what we're going to do, all different challenge here. So come in here, select the thing you need on it, okay, and then find out more about it. That's all there is to it. When you're over to my website, spend a bit of time, have a looking around what we have to offer here for you, okay? Now, get your ass back to training.
Don't take the bait.
That's
Don't
right.
take the bait, okay? Because that's what leads you into, okay, you know, you might be a very good martial artist. Now I'm emotionally charged, okay? Suddenly, all these techniques that I've been practicing for years, and I come out with a haymaker. You know what I mean? Okay. So all those years, okay, gone because you were emotionally compromised when you were temporarily angry. It's not where you want to be.
Absolutely. So that's what you got to learn to understand. And then from there, as I talked to you before, some of you asking about a seminar, and I said that thing that I do with Dr. Jon. So we do that the same thing here to helping you to learn to understand that. Throughout this, we have the book together. Inside the books, they've got the storytelling so you can learn it and understand it and go through the journey. And then Dr. Jon have the book as well, talk about that. So combining two there. And this seminar called Waking the Warrior. So waking you as a warrior. Think like one, live like one, be like one. So that way become a lot more easier for you to conduct yourself. All the questions you want to asking or want to know, it's already inside you. You just need to look at it and learn to understand it, and somebody will open it up for you and share it with you. And that's what this seminar is all about. So, Dr. Jon, tell them a little bit about seminar and how they get in touch with us and so on.
So yes, you can follow us on social media where you'll see all the updates, and we will be posting stuff regularly. There is a 7-day challenge as well, and you will have our books as reference, okay? Now, one thing that I will say, okay, is train when you don't want to so you can fight when you have to, okay? Train when you don't want to so that you can fight when you have to. Okay, I'm going to finish, I'm going to end it there because most fights happen at a time of their choosing, not yours, unless you're the one picking the fight, which I hope you're not, okay? So you need to acclimatize your body to the point where, okay, hey, look, I'm tired from work or college, I've got this bag, okay, can I train? The last thing I want to do is train. Okay. How much can I do in my current state? Okay, so at the moment I wake up at 3 in the morning just to do that. Who wants to train at 3 in the morning? I don't, but that's more reason to train.
So that is very interesting for you to learn and read about it, okay? All the information below here, check it out. Make sure check Dr. Jon out into his social media and stuff like that, and then we will be there to answer a lot of questions. Hopefully that will answer your question about nervous in the fighting and stuff like that, okay? And some of you might be sitting there watching through this and said, man, Master Wong and Dr. Jon, he's starting to become yapping a lot and don't really do any action. We do so many action stuff. Now the time for you to listening, okay?